Well, hello everybody, my name is Chris and welcome to my home studio. I'm going to start a series of videos as I set up this home studio to kind of walk you through my process. Now, I've done a lot of research. I'm not a professional videographer. I don't do this for a living. This is a side project. I've been in radio for a number of years, but this is sort of a new venture for me. What I wanted to do was take a look at some of the equipment that's out there and then kind of walk you through the process of what I decided to use. What lighting equipment, what sound equipment, what video equipment. And the first of these videos, which is this one, is going to be building some acoustic panels. As you can probably hear, the sound quality in this room is not the greatest. So I started doing a little bit of research, and it turns out sound dampening can cost a lot of money. You're looking at acoustic foam, all kinds of different treatments that you can use for your room to try and deaden the sound a little bit to get that professional sound so it's not echoey like you kind of hear right now. But there's a lot of DIY ideas out there as well, and that's part of what we're going to be doing in this video today. I've done some study and decided to build some acoustic panels, so we're going to head out to the shop and kind of walk through that process of how we're putting those together. Okay, so we're now in the shop. We're going to start making these acoustic boxes, and basically what we're using, some 8-foot 1x3 furring strips, some 1x2s for bracers across the middle, rock wool insulation to fill it, some canvas to wrap around it, and some red resin paper to go over the back. Not a complicated build, and I think the total cost for all materials involved somewhere in the neighborhood of $100, and it's very affordable. You're talking about $10-12 per box, which is really, really cheap. Takes a little bit of labor, a little bit of time, but as you're going to see as we go through this video, not a complicated build, and I think the end result is going to look really nice. We're going to actually use some longer pieces to mount on the wall, so these boxes basically float off the wall about an inch, and we're going to put some LED tape light around the back edge, which you won't see, but it'll give it kind of a nice glowing, floating off the wall type of look. I think it's going to look really nice. Hope you enjoy watching this video and following along. We'll put the details of all the materials that we're using here and then obviously down in the thingy down below. Alright, so here is our piece of rock wool insulation. You notice I got a little bit of breathing protection, gloves and stuff. Not as bad as fiberglass, but you don't want to be breathing it in. So what we're going to lay this out here, and we'll just get a measurement, and this will be our baseline for the box. We want this to fit inside the box as tightly as possible. What we got? 47.5, 15.5. That's going to be our baseline for the box. We can go ahead and start measuring those out and cutting. Alright, so what we're doing is we're trying to find the longest, straightest, nicest ones for these longer pieces that we're cutting. These are 4 foot each. So in this case we've got this set up over on our miter saw here. Bench. We've got a stop set up. If you don't have this, that's fine. Just measure out 48 inches or exactly half or whatever works for you. You'll put your hearing protection on. I'll give the cameraman a second to put this on. So we'll go ahead and my first video, man. Give me a break. Alright, so we've got all our long pieces cut here. And we're setting them next to here to see kind of how wide we want to make those. So we're just going to measure, set this on either side, measure in there. It's like 15.25. So we'll cut our short pieces that will go inside here at 15.25. This will squish in there a little bit, but that's alright. You want it to sit in there nice and firm. So we'll go ahead and cut those small pieces. We'll put the first box together and see how it goes. Alright, so we got Kevin here laying out the frame. This is how we're putting them together. Put your cross pieces here. Oh no. got our basic frame here, 15 1/4-ish inches, our 4-foot frame here. Also have a centerpiece that we've cut here out of a 1x2. And we're going to put that in the center. The idea being that we want to try and make sure this stays square as much as possible. We're going to put it on the back side, so pick whatever side has the least attractive bit of wood. I'm just going to stick that in there. And this is kind of optional. You don't necessarily need to do this. Probably would be just fine without it. But if you don't mind taking the time, it's good to do things just one extra step. Got our rock wool in there. We've got our groove cut here, so everything is fitting in. What we're going to do is take some of our resin paper, and I'm wearing gloves in this because this stuff isn't the greatest, but I'll probably take this off as soon as we get this laid on here. Just roll it out there. We're just going to line this up with the edge here, and in this case I can get 2 pieces out of this. Comes in handy. Waste not, want not. We're just going to line that up there. Staple it down. So once you're done, got it all stapled on there, go ahead and just get a nice sharp knife and just go along, basically trim this off. Now, a couple of spots I went a little close to the edge. That's all right. You do that, you can pull those out. Redo them. So we have the panels built, got the backing on here, and what we're doing in this case, and this is totally optional, is we are adding some feet to hang it so it sits out from the wall a little bit. So you'll see we put a hole right there, and in this case we're just using a drill press to do that. So it's in the same place on all of them, but not vital. And we're going to put some picture wire through those and then just put a hook in the wall and we can hang it from the picture wire. And then you got a little foot down on this end. Basically, that just gives it something to rest up so it hangs evenly. Okay, so we are to the point where we're putting the canvas on. We've done a few of them to kind of get the idea of it. So we have a 9-foot by 12-foot canvas sheet here. And we just basically lay it out on the ground, got a board for cutting the piece out. And we're going to just line it up a little bit. Basically just looking for, you have a 2.5 inches here. So you're looking for in the neighborhood of 3.5 inches here to give yourself plenty of overlay. Better to have 2 too much than not enough. Just lay this long piece of wood on top of the short piece of wood underneath. Stretch it a little bit to get rid of any extreme wrinkles under there. Some of that'll stretch out as you pull and tack and pull and tack. So now we're going to staple this to the back here. So we've got a air-powered stapler. You can also use a spring-powered one. And so what I've been doing, I'm going to tack that down, fold this over, like so. Pull that all up nice and tight. One end. Just kind of pull it tight as you go along. Go. We will have some wrinkles there. No big deal because it's cotton. I'm going to show you here in just a bit how that shrinks down real nice. So this gives you a pretty good idea of how these look before they're ironed out. And you can see it's pretty good sized wrinkles. We're just using some water on this. It is cotton after all. Good idea to get some fabric that shrinks down. And we got a little iron. You can use a regular laundry iron too. See how that wrinkle just comes out of there? Super nice. Here's how they look. We'll clean them up real nice, vacuum them off, and they'll look super nice. Alright, so that's how those acoustic panels get made. Stay tuned for the next video. We're going to actually get those up on the wall, show you how we're hanging those, and hear what kind of a difference it makes in the room. If you like this video, if this is helpful to you, if you think this is something that you would like to take on, or even have some advice of how you would change the process a little bit, something you'd do differently, leave a comment down below, maybe click that subscribe button, and give us a thumbs up. It helps a lot. I hope you come back for another video as we go through the process of setting this studio up. I appreciate you coming by. See you next time.